sound. Let's go. Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of, forgot my own show name, Money Talks with REEZY Resales. This is our third episode. Let me hopefully catch the thing to turn the sound off. Oh, I'm going to miss it totally. Talks with REEZY Resales. This is our third. How's everybody doing out there? Let me get my headphones going. Totally screwed the pooch on this one. Hold on. Let me get the comments up. We got ThePoshHanger, Monica Gamboa, in the comments and on the live video stream today. How's it going, Monica?
It's going good. I can't see myself on YouTube.
It should show you. Let me see. Today.
I can see you on Google Hangouts.
Let's see. Hold on. You should be showing. Does it show you now? Anyways, guys, we're gonna answer some questions that we have here that came in over the time span since I made the post earlier this morning, and we're just gonna dig into it. It looks like we got 33 comments. Let's go up here. Are you visible yet, Monica?
Well, I just see my Monica face
right now. Yeah.
Well, I just want to be in the little corner.
Yeah. Let me fix it. All right. I think you should be in the little corner. East Coast in the house. Shout out to Romulux. Let me know if you guys are seeing Monica in the live stream. I got to get way better at these live streams, technology-wise. But broadcast difficulties there. Smash the like button. Please, guys, subscribe if you aren't subscribed. It's going to be a good broadcast. I can tell you that much right now. So you guys see Monica in the bottom corner? All right, great. She's a little camera shy. We got Instagram Live too. So if you want to get on the Instagram Live, I think the quality might be a little bit better. Shout out to Instagram. But let's go ahead and dig right into these comments. So let's see. Someone says, Monica, do you recommend someone starting out to get an LLC or just a sole proprietorship? I can pretty much answer this one too. I say just start out with the sole proprietorship, and then when you really start going and start moving and making some money, and you have your business checking account and all that, then get an LLC. But don't let any of that red tape hold you back from getting your paper or starting your business. You know what I mean? Just get it going and get it in motion. What do you think about that, Monica? You agree?
I do, but there's just a problem. I'm hearing you with like two different sounds. I'm hearing you twice.
Right now? An echo?
Yeah.
I don't think. Yeah. I wonder if anyone else is. Are you? Well, you got to turn off the sound on your YouTube. Like pause your YouTube.
Hold on.
Or mute the sound. Let's see. Goodwill and Chill. What's up? Shout out to Goodwill and Chill. Shout out to Mogul Shark 420.
Okay, now it's fine.
Okay, good. Technical difficulties will be squashed. All right, let's go.
I don't see myself though.
Yeah, but they see you, so it's all good.
But I'm just in the little corner, right?
Yeah. Don't worry, we're hiding you in the corner. Okay, so Neo Daviso says y'all are the truth. Spirit of Vintage says awesome. ThePoshHanger is a great mentor, and REEZY Resales, you just rock. JC Files Holler says what's up. He's going to be staying up past curfew. Let's see. Alexis says, are you able to explain or go into detail on FBA Scan app and what to look for? So that's a hard question to answer just on a live broadcast like this. But the one question that I get a lot is, what are your trigger settings? And I don't really use triggers. If I'm going to a library sale or I'm scanning an entire bookstore, yeah, I'll set a trigger for a fixed minimum price with really almost no regard to rank, and then just scan like a madman. And then when I hit something that's above my price threshold, I'll investigate it more. Most of the time, 90% of the books are going to be trash anyways. So your goal is just to expedite the process of getting past the trash ones so you can evaluate the proper buys more often. But really, you just need to know that the app has limitations. It doesn't get all the offers. It's limited to the lowest 20 offers by the API from Amazon. So when you scan something, there might be more offers that you can't see in FBA scan. You need to tap the FBA column header, which opens up the actual offers in a browser inside of FBA scan, and that's the actual offer. And you always want to double check anything that you're not 100% sure of as far as from the data on the readout. Other than that, there's an annotation that inside the app that you can have emailed to yourself, and you can check it out, and instruction manual and all that. So I advise you to check that out for sure. Let's see. Posh question. Talk about when you added wholesale inventory to your thrift items. Why and when? How picky are you about flaws?
So, well, that's two different questions. So, flaws as far as like thrifting items.
Yeah, your guess
I think
is as
that's
good
what
as
they
mine.
meant. So I try to not, when I'm thrifting, I try to not pick up anything that needs like a wash or a dry clean or any kind of like sewing or anything like that, because I want to do as much as possible. Now, of course, there are exceptions. So if it happens to be a high-end brand or a super fast seller, and if it's something minor, then I will pick up something with a flaw. But other than that, I try not to pick up anything with flaws. And of course, when we're at the thrift, there's always going to be those items we don't see the darn hole or flaw till we get home. Most of my Goodwills do not take returns, so in that case, I would just try to fix it. So that's with the flaws. As far as wholesale, I decided to go to wholesale when I felt that I had enough knowledge under my belt to try to take the next leap and try to scale my business. And I don't think that I'd be able to do that if I kept thrifting just myself on my own. So I wanted to eliminate myself going out and sourcing, and I wanted instead inventory to come to me. So that's when I decided to try to get into wholesale. The first things I did was I went to Los Angeles and REEZY. Banana.
What are you laughing for? This is a serious broadcast.
It's you. I went to Los Angeles and I went to the wholesale district and I got familiar with what wholesalers are looking for as far as like what you need to have. I got familiar with like the prices, the minimums, and that's really how I started my wholesale. And also just searching on Google different kinds of wholesale and liquidation places, trial and error, just how we learn the best and the most. I got some really bad liquidations and I learned, and same with wholesale. So you just have to get in there and start buying and learn as you go.
Awesome. Great. Freaking solid information. Let's see. Here, someone said, PoshHanger, you need to start a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Just kidding. They didn't say that, but I said that. Let's see. Some Dream Barbecue says, I'll be checking it out while doing eBay listings. That's the way to go. Let's see. Amazon long-term storage fees. What do you pay with 30,000 plus items in storage? That's a question for me. We're going to pay somewhere between $10,000 and $50,000 in long-term storage fees on Amazon coming up here pretty soon. And that's new, uncharted territory for us. But obviously, we've calculated that risk. And we're assuming that the price floor is going to come up on Amazon, and or those items are worth that investment. So we threw away a lot of stuff, had some stuff recalled to be donated, etc. But yeah, we're looking at 10 to 15 big ones. It's pretty gnarly. So yeah, the fees did change the game up a little bit, but if it's worth it, it's worth it. So let's see. Any chance you can talk about reprice it and some tips on how to optimize your templates? I've seen a couple tutorials and read an ebook, but I'd love to know some tried and true strategy from someone that's been in the game for a while. So for reprice it, the way that I like to do reprice it is to do a waterfall strategy by prices. So looking for items in so basically, however you're pricing your items, whether it's by SKU or by condition or by price or whatever, you waterfall it so that when one thing happens, the next thing happens. When it doesn't, and when it's not able to find and price it how you want it, it prices it more aggressively. And then when it can't do that, it prices it more aggressively. And if it can't do that, it prices it more aggressively. So the reprice it software is not perfect, but you need to figure out how to get your offers match some other offers so that they can be repriced, unless you're okay with them sitting for a long time until that offer comes along. But generally, the waterfall strategy works pretty good, and that's what I recommend doing. Nathan Holmquist wrote an article. His website is booktothefuture.com. He wrote an article about his repricing strategy, and it's pretty much identical to what we do. Let's open up the you want to open up the call lines?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah.
She's freaking hyped. All right, guys, 209-83 REEZY. Give me a call and let's get some of your questions answered live on the air. If you're watching this, I want to talk to you. 209-83 REEZY. Let's see over here in the comments. We got upscale sales. Great advice on reprice it. Thank you. Let's see. Mr. Music Genius. Any advice on new Amazon FBA sellers, like products that don't have brand restrictions? Books. Books are great. If you're a new seller, books are great not only just to make money because they're cheap and they're cheap to buy and you can sell them for a lot, but the fact that you'll be able to learn Amazon cheap, so maybe you don't stick with books forever, but if you can learn the Amazon platform with books, that's going to save you a ton of money and headache, because when you make a mistake, it's not going to cost you as much. Shout out to Jennifer Leland, one of the REEZY Ninjas. She's an admin of the Facebook group. Let's see. I guess some people are saying they can't see you. Can you guys hear her?
Yeah. Hold up.
Welcome to Money Talks with REEZY Resells. Who's this?
Hey, what's going on, REEZY? It's Kevin Humphreys. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, man.
Kevin.
I was on here once before a couple of weeks ago, but then I had my wisdom teeth up. I wasn't on last week. But anyway, I had a quick question. I was asking a couple people in comments, and nobody seemed to say any answer to it, so I figured I'd ask you. Do you know of anything for eBay? Like, I know with Amazon, you go out and have your Bluetooth scan. Is there anything similar to that with eBay that would work?
The scanner does work for entering text. So, if the barcode is present on the listing on eBay in the UPC field, it will come up when you search for it by scanning a barcode on eBay. Granted, a lot of stuff, people don't put the barcode in the listing field, so then it's not going to come up. But you can scan barcodes on eBay, just like a normal search, and return stuff. Monica might know more about that than I do.
Yeah, it's not accurate at all.
Like when you're outsourcing, of quickly finding what something's selling for, and just looking to see what everything's going for without having to sit there and type in, SKUs or style and color.
You can try upcfields.us.
And then I got one more for you before I know you probably got other people calling. The last time I talked to you, you had said using a repricing tool was definitely something that you would recommend.
Yeah, definitely.
And I was watching you the other day, and you were saying that App Eagle was something that you've been really into. Will that work for eBay?
I have heard that it does. I'm not 100% sure. Someone mentioned that they do support eBay. I didn't look into it, so don't quote me on that. But there has to be an eBay repricing tool. Hold on a second, let me ask Monica. Monica, have you heard of any of those?
No, actually on your last call somebody brought that up, but I hadn't looked into it.
Huh.
So
there has to be something though, because that's like a tenement of online
just
commerce.
Looking up sold, but there's not that I'm aware of anything efficient.
Out there, but they really only cater to people that are doing millions of dollars in sales and stuff like that. Like I saw Wiser is really popular, but that's like you have to have $5 million in annual sales, and my store's not there yet. Although I'd like it to be, but not
right.
there yet. So
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. That's the only way that I know to get it done.
Thanks a lot, buddy. I appreciate it.
All right. Thanks for calling in. Have a good night.
All right, you too. Bye-bye.
Awesome. Let's talk about something you were posting about earlier on your Instagram, Monica. You were talking about strategies for reviving, dead listings that haven't been selling, and you were sending them to auction. And it's just really interesting how you know about different things about like stimulating the algorithm on eBay for the search to get more views or whatever.
Yeah, what I was talking about is, well, number one, anytime you're not selling, what do all the veteran sellers say on eBay? They always say list, 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 right? You probably hear that. But that's just the first part. Some people are listing, but they're not getting a lot of sales. The second part of listing is getting the bids, and obviously the bids leading to purchases. Now, sometimes you list something on a buy it now and it doesn't gain a lot of traction. So it kind of goes stagnant. So what I recommend is that it comes to auction for 7 days in a row. For 7 days, if that makes sense. So like on Monday, you would send 10 buy it nows to auction. On Tuesday, you would send 10 buy it nows to auction for 7 days. So in 1 week, every day you're going to have 10 auctions ending. Does that make sense?
Yeah, like
Because
a sea of auctions or whatever. They just
so every day, and see, those bids are going to drive activity to your store, because listing is not the only thing that drives activity to your store.
Right.
So then every day, yeah, you're going to have people coming in and bidding, and you're going to be bringing traffic to your store.
And so all those things are going to affect where you come up in search results and stuff?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, that's crazy. I didn't even know, like, half that stuff. Like, also remember, like, what were you saying? There's another, it's similar, but instead of just relisting an item, what do you suggest people to do? Sell similar,
Well,
right?
it depends on the item. So, sorry, my screen is not anymore. It depends on the item. So if, say you have a listing and it's just been sitting there, you can end the item. I still recommend just putting it on auction. If you have a lot of watchers, you want to end it and relist it, because that's going to keep the watchers. But if you don't, you can end it and sell similar.
Awesome.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Well, I always just would relist it, and I never thought to think or whatever, that like the whole staleness into the algorithm or whatever. We got another caller. Hold on.
Stagnant listing.
You're live on Money Talks with REEZY Resells. Who's this?
Hi, this is Kevin. How's it going?
Good. How are you doing?
Good deal. Hey, listen, man. I just had a quick question. I wanted to get your opinion on. So there's this new Nintendo Switch coming out in a few months on March the 3rd.
Yep.
And I was able to acquire, several of these consoles, the pre-orders. And I was wondering what your opinion on those was, as far as maybe eBay. Would you recommend an auction on that, since there's such a high demand, or maybe a buy now? What would you?
It's hard to say with these kind of things. So with these kind of things in general, the first thing you want to ask yourself is, what is the supply like? Because the demand is bananas, right? Everybody's going to want a Nintendo Switch. I don't even want one, but I'm sure I'll play one at someone's house or something, But and there's going to be all those people that don't, you know what? There's going to be so many people in your local area that just didn't get one online and don't get up early enough to wait to get one at the store or whatever, and they're going to be going online to look for them. So actually, I suggest selling it on Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist, something like that, because you're going to be able to save the 15% of fees that would go on eBay or Amazon. And then you can deal with your taxes however you deal with your taxes. You can do a cash transaction or whatever.
Okay. that's a great idea. So just avoid eBay altogether then.
I'm not saying avoid it. I'm just saying, maybe price it higher on eBay so that you can get, a larger amount after the fees or whatever. But I'm pretty confident that if you post it on even post it on your personal Facebook account, and then also post it on Facebook Marketplace. And I guarantee someone who knows someone who's crying about they don't have a Nintendo Switch. And then, you know what I mean? And you can even maybe make someone's day and give it to them for 15% less than the eBay price and still make the same amount of money you would have made if you would have sold it on eBay.
Ah, fantastic. So would you recommend an auction or buy it now for the ones we do on eBay?
I'd say buy it now just because it's going to be a super high demand item. There's people, that money doesn't matter to them or they don't even have the option to get it geographically where they live,
Right.
So I would buy it now, but I would really push the local marketplace because you're going to save, 15% plus 30% on income taxes, depending on how much you sell online per year.
Excellent. Hey, thank you so much for all your help, man. Me and my wife, we started doing the Amazon FBA thing about a month ago, and you and Monica have been phenomenally helpful to us for our business. So I really want to thank you for that.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thanks for calling in, man.
Yeah, thanks so much, man.
Good luck with your Nintendo flip.
Hey, thanks so much, man. I'll keep you updated.
All right. Have a good night.
Right, bye-bye.
Bye. Lines are open, guys. 209-83 REEZY. Call through with an eBay question for Monica, please. We got to put her to work. She's getting bored over here.
I'm in the chat.
Hey, can you tell my audience a little bit about yourself? And if someone calls right now, we'll just skip that call for a minute. But what were you doing before?
Like my background?
Yeah, what were you doing before you started reselling?
So I was in banking.
Reselling, what was the first thing you sold on eBay? Blah blah blah. Let's take it back.
Okay, so I was in banking for 17 years. And sorry, my screen keeps going out.
It's all right. It's good.
Hold on. You're disappearing.
No, it's good. You were in banking.
So I was in banking for 17 years, and I thought that's what I was going to do for the rest of my life. And something happened which made me quit. And I was a branch manager. I had 50 employees. I had 4 assistants. It was a great job. I had worked my way up to that. After I quit, I didn't know what I was going to do. So after I quit, I moved to Arizona because I just needed to get away and figure out what I was going to do with my life. And at that time, I sold all of my clothes, all of my work clothes on eBay. So I had sold on eBay in the past, but just for recreation, not as any kind of job or anything like that.
Right.
And after I sold all my clothes, I'm like, oh, okay, this did really well. So then I found a thrift store that had dollar days. So I went there and I would buy all the brand name clothes, just grab all the brand name clothes. And I didn't start with anything fancy. And that's the thing. You don't need a fancy camera. You don't need fancy equipment, mannequin. I didn't have that. I had a hanger and a nail on the wall, and I would just put the clothes on there. No, seriously, that's it. I had some old BlackBerry. I used my BlackBerry phone to take the pictures. Wow. I'm sure they looked horrible, but that's the thing. When you start, you don't need fancy stuff. You can work your way up to the next thing,
Yeah.
And that's how I started. So then every day I would go and grab all the brand name stuff. And so everything was $1, obviously. So I was making really good margins. Yes, it's tough at first. That's why I always got to tell people. It's slow, and you think okay, this is not going to work. eBay's a scam. These people do not make this money,
Right.
But that's how it is in the beginning. It sucks, and you have to keep going. You have to keep listing. You have to keep buying. You have to keep sending things to auction. You got to keep things moving, and that's going to drive traffic to your store. And that's basically how I started.
So you had a savings, I'm assuming then?
No, I was flat broke. I when I quit, I had no backup plan. I didn't think I was going to quit that day when it happened, and I did not have enough savings, so I was in a really, really, really bad place.
And you
Having this nice six-figure job, thinking I was cool, with my job, to just being so depressed and completely broken, like physically, mentally. And then I'm a single mom, so how do you think I felt?
right.
But at that point, you got to make the decision, like, I'm going to get out of this. I'm going to make a plan, and I'm going to get out of this.
And
And
how long
one
ago
day,
was that when you were in Arizona and
that was like
you
4 years ago. Well, I
at
moved back
the
like
dollar thrift store, the Dollar
that
Days?
was like, yeah, like a little over 4 years ago. But in between then, I've had times like when I was just getting good on eBay, I got sick.
Mm,
So then I had to like start all over because it took a long time to recover.
yeah.
So there was some bumps in the road, and then I moved from Arizona back here. So a lot of stuff has happened in between then, but
So
you got to just keep going is the point.
a long time to get to where you're at on eBay now, right?
Yes, it took a long time.
And what, including eBay and your wholesale on your website or whatever you did, you said you did like 200,000 gross sales last year?
A little over 200. In my best eBay year, I did 183 on just eBay alone.
We got a caller. Hold up. You're live on Money Talks with Mike and Monica. Who's this?
Hey, Nick. Hey, Reezy, I just want to say that I really loved your Instagram story yesterday about all the old stories. I just hope you keep telling stories like that about the old hustles, because I really, really liked it. And
Definitely.
Monica, I love all your stories also, by the way. Your kid's very cute. Well, the little kid from yesterday from the store is very cute, by the way.
Yeah, that's my daughter, Luna. Thank you so much. I never really shared that story with anyone. I don't know why. I'm kind of like was in the closet about where I lived with for a while. But if you follow Gary Vee, you know how he talks about his baseball cards all the time and like how he learned his hustle and business acumen doing the baseball cards. That those hustles and scams and like ways that I made money at the Boardwalk Casino every day in the summer. That's how I learned everything, like business, networking, acumen, sales, like everything. And that is really important to me because I consider that like the foundation of REEZY Resells long before I even knew REEZY Resells would exist or whatever. But that's when I had sold, fruit stands, lemonade stands or whatever before then. But that situation was me between a whole bunch of money and then figuring out ways to get at it. And so you had to constantly be creative, cat and mouse with the security all the time, etc. And it's pretty awesome. And I did get a ton of replies from people. So I will be sharing that story more often and talking about it, and also working on that short documentary of my life, and that will feature that whole story like properly detailed. So I'm real excited to do that. I'm super glad that you like the story.
I'll stay tuned, man. You guys keep up the great work. Thanks so much.
All right, man. Thank you. I got run-on replies, like 5 minute. Like I wanted to hang up on me. He didn't even want to hear my reply. We're live, guys.
I agree with him.
20983 Reezy. You like that story on Instagram yesterday, Monica?
Yes, I'm so sad that it got deleted. You said.
Oh no! I saved it. I got it. Some of it disappeared. We got another caller. Here we go. You're live on Money Talks with REEZY Resells and Monica Gamboa, ThePoshHanger. Who's this?
Hey, Mike and Monica, it's Russ. Shout out to the green room, other green room members that follow you.
Oh, what's up, Russ? How's it going?
Oh, awesome. Loving the show. Got a question for you, a two-part question.
Sure.
About FBA scan. And do you prefer to, once you scan the books at the stores and you bring them home, do you prefer to process on the FBA scan buy button?
No.
To put the labels, or do you?
No. So
Okay.
we use ScanLister to process books. That's a software. I should have a link in the description of the video for ScanLister. And it's pretty
familiar with it.
Yeah, it's pretty fast. So we use that to print the labels. And you said you're familiar with it, so where are we going with this?
Yeah, I know of it and kind of what it does.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that's what we use to list books, and we print the labels on the 30 up labels per page, and we do large shipments, so like 1,000 books at a time. They'll all be stacked up on the table. We'll scan them all in, condition them all into piles, scan them all into Scan Lister, get all the stickers out in sheets, sticker everything, then box them up and send them off. So we do very large shipments, so we do more of an assembly line.
And you're using laptop, you're not using mobile devices at that point, correct?
Correct. No. We have a $20 USB barcode scanner hooked up to the, $300 Walmart computer, nothing special.
Right. Okay. The second part of my question is using Reprice It. Do you typically, when you process the book, is that when you put the price in on Price Lister?
So this is going to blow your mind on Reprice It. We actually don't price our books. We let Reprice It price them initially. So we price our books at a default price of like $500 or $900, whatever. And then Reprice It comes along and looks for that price and then takes them down really aggressively and to the market value of the FBA offers, and then adds a little bit, like 25% to that price, and puts it at that price. Then after that, our regular templates that are much more conservative run on that item daily. But that way, we have hundreds of items going active every day, sometimes over 1,000, and I used to manually price them all day long myself.
You spent a lot of time researching when Reprice It could just do it for you.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the thing is that we've been using that service for 10 years, and they finally came out with the ability to choose your item by price. And when that came out, then I started experimenting, and then I realized that you could use that to catch your every item at a default price, and then jack the price down to an acceptable price. You're going to price some for a little less than you want, and some are going to be priced for a little more, and some might sit for a while because there's no offers, but they'll come along eventually, or you could go and manually price those ones, but you're taking out 75% of the work.
Got it. Do you run that Reprice It on before you put them into a shipment, or do you wait till they get to the warehouse?
Yeah, that runs every day, just a couple times a day. So
gotcha.
Stuff's arriving at the warehouse at a default price. And that's another thing that I would like to point out, is that it's not good to price your items before you send them in, because the price can change. Sometimes your items are going to go active in 3 days. And even in 3 days, that can make a big difference in price change, especially if it's not a book, something, like a chapstick or whatever that sells so many in a day. And then there's also, the unexpected. It took 7 to 10 days to get received at the warehouse, and you don't know why. That just happens. So you always want to price your stuff after it goes active.
After it goes, okay. That's my questions and your great answers. I sure appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you. What was your name again?
Russ.
Thank you for calling in, Russ.
All right. Thanks.
Have a good night.
You too. Bye.
Bye. That was awesome. Call lines are open, guys. 209-83 REEZY. We got another caller here. You're live on Money Talks with Mike and Monica. Who's this?
Yo, REEZY, this is Thrifty Antiquity.
Oh, what's up, Thrifty Antiquity? You sent me some beats, right?
Yes, sir. That's me, my bro.
Yeah. So in the most recent vlog that I edited, those are your beats, right? In the Walgreens clip and stuff.
Oh, damn! I didn't even know you used any.
I think I did. I don't know. I got 2 or 3 people sending me beats, and not all you guys use, like, you'll send me an email with one name and an Instagram with another, and Twitter with another. So I don't know what's all going on or whatever, but people are sending me beats to my email, and I'm using them.
I was doing like a YouTube music thing, and then so I have a bunch of different emails.
What's up, man? You got a question for us?
I do have a question.
Awesome.
I just sent off my first FBA books.
Yes.
So good. Oh man, it feels so good.
Yeah. Awesome, man. Go ahead.
So I'm like, okay, I got the Amazon Pro Seller account. I got the fees for the Pro Seller account. I got the fees for the FBA. I got the fees that are going to happen for shipping the books there.
Right.
Now, should I keep sending books or should I wait to make some sales first?
Okay, so let me address it first. You should keep sending in. Don't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. But first part is the pro merchant thing. So are you just sending in books? Is that what your focus is?
Because I'm not ungated in anything else, and
Okay,
I've been
so
trying to find other things to sell.
have you applied for to get approved to sell in all the categories that you could sell in?
No.
Okay,
dude,
so when you're logged in,
oh my God.
when you're logged into your Amazon account, Google category approval, Amazon, space Amazon. And then when that comes up, click on that and then run through every single category that requires approval and request approval. Some of them will auto approve you. Some of them will ask you for invoices. Just skip those ones or, try to address that situation later by getting invoices from a wholesaler. Right. Don't bother with the shoes one. No one's been able to make that happen. But like grocery wholesale invoices, you can get that
I'm
one
trying.
done. Monica's trying. She might be the first one. But so get those all approved. But the other thing that I wanted to address was that you said you're paying to be a pro merchant seller, right? That's $40 a month. You don't have to pay to be a pro merchant to sell FBA. You can still sell FBA and not be a pro merchant. So you could save that $40 a month, but you cannot apply to be ungated in those categories if you're not a pro merchant. So it's like and the other thing about being a pro merchant is that there's an extra $1 fee for every sale that you make. So if you sell 40 items a month or more, you should definitely be a pro merchant because you break even at 40 items, and every item after that you're making $1, right? Otherwise you're losing money. But if you're not selling 40 items a month and you're not trying to get into those other categories, then maybe you should save that $40 a month to spend on books. It just depends what you're trying to do, So you're just getting into Amazon. You should probably, sorry, let me get this off real quick, but just get in there and figure it out with books. Like I was saying earlier, where you can learn for low cost. Your mistakes aren't going to cost you much, And then you can bang books as hard as you want, but you learn the system. You can start getting into some of the other stuff that you see a lot of people on the Instagram community posting pictures of their Amazon shipments.
Word up. Dude, you're the man, Reese.
Yeah, thank you, man. You're the man. Thank you for calling in.
Hi.
What was your name again?
Joe, Park Sun, Crush Congregation, Lord's Crew. You know what's up.
Oh, yeah. What's up, Joe? All right. Have a good night, man.
All right. Peace.
Yeah, lines are open, guys. 209-83, REEZY. That guy made some beats for me, Monica. If you guys make beats, send it to me, REEZYResells@gmail.com.
They may not know because I didn't know that we can't or you can't use music.
Yeah. Hey, you're live on Money Talks with REEZY Resells. Mute your YouTube.
Oh yeah, I'm just getting rid of it right now.
Yeah, no worries. What's your name?
How's it going, man? Colin Roar.
Oh, what's up, Colin?
Not a whole lot, dude. What's going on with you?
Nothing, man. You've been getting pretty beast lately. We've been messaging on Snap for a while, and lately you've been getting in the game.
Yeah, we're getting in hard, bro. Me and my boy Corey Caveman, we've been going at it pretty hard. Pretty much just in this last week since I got my Bluetooth scanner.
Nice. So since you got the scanner, you just went MC Hammer all over the place.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I'm from Canada, so there's not too many people doing this.
Are you doing .ca or .com?
Amazon.ca, you mean?
Yeah, Canada.
I actually didn't even realize there's a difference. We haven't actually listed our first shipment yet, so that's a good. Like, is there a difference?
Yeah. So the Canadian marketplace or the American marketplace. The American marketplace has much more traffic than the Canadian marketplace. So the Canadian marketplace is not as matured. I don't have a ton of experience with the Canadian marketplace, but I know that there's people making good money selling books in Canada on Amazon. My business partner, Scott Gall, he's actually Canadian. He has dual citizenship. And every time he goes to Canada, he doesn't seem to have any trouble, rounding up $1,000 worth of books in a few hours. So Canada's pretty untapped as far as I'm concerned. I hear a lot of people saying, it's not .com and they're complaining or whatever. But instead of complaining, I'd start making a stranglehold on everything.
Oh yeah, I ain't complaining, bro. But we went to, pardon the language. I know you're trying to keep it PG.
Yeah, it's all good. It happens.
Well, there's a store. It's called Valley Village in Canada. Here, it's like they're kind of weird. It's like a donation place, but it's corporate.
Okay.
I don't know. It's one of those weird stipulation ones. But we've been cleaning the house. We went to one that's just outside of my town. I'm from Elmira, Ontario, and there's like a thrift store that I was frequenting a lot, and I noticed they put all their stickers on the back, like right on the barcode. So I just didn't want to waste my time like peeling all the stickers and stuff. So
right.
We've been checking around different stores, seeing what all's around, because I just got my Bluetooth scanner and experimenting.
Got it.
The first night we ended.
Sorry. No, I was just going to ask you, do you have any specific questions that I could help you with?
Yeah, I do. I was going to say, because me and my boy, we've gone pretty hard. We pretty much have everything ready to go, except for we were just wondering, like, for the printing the labels and the SKUs and all that. I know there's, like, videos and stuff on that. We're trying to do all the research and do everything, juggling all this.
Yeah, so you're gonna need one of two types of printers. You're gonna need either a thermal printer, which I recommend, the Dymo 450 Turbo, or you're gonna need a Brother laser printer to print the FBA labels on the 30 up page. Either way will work. It just depends how you're gonna do it. I have links for both of those in the description of the video, so you can go check those out.
Perfect. Yeah, because we were at Buddy's place last night out there. We're doing cleaning and sorting and all that, and then we pretty much said, like I said, that we could just use a regular printer and stuff, and then do it that way. And then
definitely
we just kind of want to be as efficient as we can, get it just done, bang it out, and then get the first shipment out. We're probably going to have about 300 books in our first shipment. It's pretty nuts.
That's awesome, man. That's good to hear. Well, I'm glad that I could help you out, help you find some extra money. That's always good.
Yeah, man, it's been unreal. Your content's been amazing. I pretty much found you through Gary, and it's been a whole journey just watching him and his whole thing unravel. And
the dude is a freaking legend. Like, people tell me all the time, REEZY quit writing on Gary's D. Like, I can't help it. Like, it's just like he's too on point. You know what I mean? Like I've never met another. I haven't even met him or whatever, but I've never like felt that energy off of someone where like the things that he says live off the cuff, like when people ask him questions, it's so on point. It's ridiculous. And
it almost feels like he's channeling from something else. It's just like it's so there, on point. All the time.
It's too unreal, and like on a human level and on a business level too. So it's like human level, business level, plus like just by following him, you got the lead on everyone else as far as the social media edge and yada yada. So it's like, what's the deal with Gary V? He's the freaking truth. That's what the deal is.
I know it is. Like, I try to put people onto his content, and people get it. They get his message, and it's just you either get it or you don't.
Yeah.
If you don't, like he says, you're gonna lose.
Yeah.
I don't want to lose. Like I want to get mine. I've been watching you for a while. I remember about a year ago, like when I just started learning about all this stuff, I started getting super hyped about it all, and then it's really hard trying to stay up. Like when you have knowledge coming in at you and you're trying to explain it to all the people around you, it really helps to be around like-minded people.
Definitely.
To like keep you going, keep you motivated, and I just want to say, like, your content, going back to that, it really keeps my head in the game. Same with Gary, and I just want to give you guys a huge thanks for everything you do. And ThePoshHanger, I'm just starting to get into you right now, so I haven't really talked to you this whole session. But my mom's starting to do online arbitrage too. I'm getting her into clothing on eBay, and we're just starting to get her Instagram set up. I don't even remember what her Instagram is. My girlfriend set it up. NCDA's DAZB fashion on Instagram. Like, I think there's one picture up there right now, but we've been super busy with all the books and stuff, and we're gonna go ham this weekend.
Awesome, man. Well,
thank you guys.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see some results. I'm gonna check in on your account, and I want to see some action.
Right. Yeah. For the whole social media thing, like, I know I'm getting my book thing on point, and I don't want to just jump in and start saying, "Oh yeah, here guys, this is the books. Like, this is what you should be doing." Like, I don't even know what I'm doing yet. So,
right.
Like,
yeah. So you just gotta
documenting.
You gotta.
Everything.
I mean, so for you, the whole reselling thing, that's not your main story. You know what I mean? That's part of your story, but you're you know, I don't know you, so you know. The thing that you're, you know, it's the thing that you've spent more time than the average person doing. It's the thing that people who don't really know you would say that you do. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, like, I don't know. I would have to see some of your content and just get to know you a little bit. But generally, it's going to be those in those categories, you know. And obviously, you know how to use technology and the internet, so that might be part of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, big thing that's going to help everybody here listening and going to save you a lot of time and your guys a lot of time, and I love it. It's one of the biggest thing Gary says too, you know. It's one of those things that's spelled Google.
Oh yeah,
and it's
I've heard of
save your
that.
life.
I've heard of that thing.
Crazy.
Yeah, and a pro tip, guys, don't just Google with Google Foo. You learn about using plus and minus in your Google searches and quotations and file type and website and not even just Google, in eBay. You can do eBay searches and put minuses. I know for sure you can do minuses. Can you do pluses, Monica?
You know, I'm not sure.
All right, well, you can do minuses. So like when you do an eBay search and a ton of crap comes up and it's half of it's not what you want, look for the common word that those things have. Like those are chairs and you're not looking for chairs. So you put minus chair and you search again. Now all those things disappear. And then you just keep adding minuses till you get your search refined to what you really want to find.
Yo, ultra pro tip right there.
Yep. I wouldn't have been able to get that out without you. You inspired me to come up with that. So thank you for calling in, Colin.
Yeah, well, thank you. I'm glad I could bring that out of you, and you've definitely brought a lot out of me, and thank you guys again. I don't want to waste up all your time here. I'll let you on to the next call.
Awesome. Have a good night, Colin.
Yeah, you too, bro.
Late.
See you guys later.
Bye.
Colin would call in. All right, guys. I'm expecting a call from our boy John at the JC Files, John Case.
John.
From over the pond. I gave him the link, but he's not trying to get in the call, I guess. John, are you trying to get on the call, or are you not trying to get on the call? Because I thought you were trying to get on the call. Smash the like button, guys, if you're watching this. Please go ahead and just smash the heck out of it. Monica, can you talk about something for a second while I got to get this thing going?
Yeah,
I wonder why John's not hollering.
Yeah, I see the most common question coming up. Oh, he's here.
He's in.
Boom.
I hear him.
Wait, that's
John!
John, you get video? John's coming in. Hey, John from across the pond. It's John from across the pond. What's up, bro?
Wait 1 second. It's delayed. Hello?
Yeah. Is it delayed?
Ah, there we go.
Yeah. Don't watch the other thing. Just watch this screen. If you watch the actual YouTube, your mind will explode.
Oh wait.
I just learned that.
I've got like a billion tabs open. 1 sec. Close.
Oh, she's billion tabs, bruv.
All right, this is gonna be a show taking the mick out of my accent now.
If you guys don't know who John Case is, John is my brother from another mother, and he lives in Manchester, England. His Instagram is at the JC Files, and he just recently divorced the workforce, quit his 9-to-5, told him kiss my behind, and just threw up the deuces and left. and he's been dragging all manners of suitcases across the UK, breaking suitcases left and right. I don't even know if he's selling books or if he's just testing suitcases, but apparently he's making some money. So, hey, tell my audience about yourself, John. Like your 5-minute or less intro.
Yeah, so I'm from the UK. Started FBA last year, and just went mental on it, basically, and just not slept in my bed for about over 6 months. Sleeping on the couch, sleeping with boxes.
What were you doing when you first started books?
What do you mean, like in my job?
Or yeah, like I mean, you were. I imagine you were already selling some stuff on the side while you were working at your 9 to 5, and then you found out about selling books, and you started selling books, and you used to go for books on your lunch break and whatnot.
Yeah. So I was so when I found out about FBA, I just went testing everything, like testing different things, toys. I tried to flip watches. That was a really bad choice.
We all go through that.
Yeah, and then like the guy who was like sort of guiding me said, "Oh, you should check out this guy in America. He did like 650K in used books or something." I was like, "What?" And that's when I added you on Snapchat, and then like you Instagram everything, and then just basically you just watch your stories, and then I was like, right, okay, and just looked around in my vicinity of where I worked, of where I could get books, and literally every lunch break I'd go out, get some books. It's just a few books every day, and then.
And what were your coworkers saying to you?
So they're just like, "What are you doing?" And they'd actually come back off work. It's quite funny. I'd laugh sometimes because I come off work, I'll come back from a lunch break, and they'd like look in my bag of what I've got, and then they'll go on Amazon and check, and they'll be like, why is anyone going to buy this book? You can get it for a penny on Amazon. Or they're like, why are you going to get this book? Like, buy this book off you for £15, and you can buy it for £10 from like Waterstones. I'm just like, I don't know. The data's telling me that they'll buy it.
Yeah, that's not my job. My job is to ask questions.
And then the thing is that at the time I was trying to like, it's stupid. I was trying to like prove myself in a way, and I was going like, so when the book sold for more, I go like, oh yeah, see, someone's bought it, and it's just like, it was a waste of my energy, really. Just focused, I just focused on what I was doing. So.
Right, and so that went on, and then you started traveling around buying books.
Yeah, so basically, when it kind of all clicked and like how like sort of testing all these things with the data and stuff and Camel and Keeper or whatever, and then I was like, I'd go and like go to see my parents and stuff when I could. I was like, wait a sec, I could buy books here. And then when I go and see my friends, I was like, wait a sec, I can buy books here. And then at first I was with a backpack and a load of carrier bags. And I think you saw me on my Snapchat sometimes. I'd like on a Sunday, I'd get up at 5, go to a car boot sale or garage sale, it's like what you guys call it or something, and just skate over there and then fill up the backpack carrier bags and drag them all back home. And I was like, well, I'll just get something that carries more. So I just got a suitcase, and I broke it within an hour. It was so bad. It was like a cheap thing. Broke it within an hour of getting to the city. I got like one shop, and I was just dragging it for the rest of the day. I went and got a refund the next day, so I basically got it for free to use. And then my dad gave me his one, and that lasted me 3 months. It's broken, but it's just about working. But yeah, I've got an Amazon gift card to get another one. So,
nice. Nice.
Well, I'm gonna get one for when I come. I'm coming to Florida at the end of the month.
Florida.
Yeah, I'm going to.
You got family or something?
Yeah. But I'm going for just a holiday, just like a cruise.
Man,
so,
I gotta come. I gotta come visit. I gotta go to Disney World anyways, and also gotta go to North Carolina, visit Scott, new baby. Definitely. Hey, what are some of the differences in the UK book hustle from, you know, because like I was able to teach you some stuff, but you know, a little bit of that is different in the UK than America.
Yeah, I mean the rank's different. Like for you guys and us guys, it's obviously because the market's a different size, isn't it? So
Right.
But
So yeah, so that's a good point to look at, is that if you're in the UK selling on .co.uk?
Yeah, .co.uk, yeah.
If you sell on .co.uk, don't use my rank table because that's for .com. You know, don't go, you know, there's probably not a lot of .co.uk rank tables, huh, John?
No, not really. There's a couple, but yeah, there's not. I think there's only like 2 I've seen.
So are you familiar with the American ranks at all, or just only with the UK ranks?
Just the UK. I do see the ones which you post, but I just ignore them because I'm not in the US.
Right. So for you, it's what, less books, so the numbers are lower, right?
Yeah, well, yeah. It's weird though. My criteria is all over the place now. Like even now, I'm like scanning. Like this laptop is on like a pile of books that I'm going to send in.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm sending in books that are like ranked 2 to 3 million.
Wow. All right.
And,
the thing is that there's a little bit of difference that I don't know if you're aware of this or not. I think you probably are, is that you're kind of like back in time. Like if the UK market was the American market, it's like, you know, 3, 4, 5 years ago as far as the development.
yeah. It's not as mature.
Yeah, it's not as mature or saturated. For example, earlier you were referencing, you know, penny books or whatever. In America on .com, there's not so many of those, you know, penny books that you can flip for FBA anymore. You know, you want to search, like when I do my eFlip searches, I start at 50 cents and higher just to block those out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So how has your life changed since you went 9 to 5? You quit the 9 to 5 and you're doing full time on your own program?
It's been up and down. I mean, it's the first sort of time I've done anything for myself, but it's like when the first day that I quit, I was like, right, I need to freaking go crazy and just like get out there now and get
go hit the pub or something, or go crazy books.
Go crazy books.
Okay.
So like go hit the pub. No, but like yeah, I was doing that, but then I ended up getting ill. I don't know. I just slowed down. Actually, just like took a step back and just like, right, let's go sort of more strategically about this rather than as crazy as I was last year.
Regrouped it and came back at it.
Yeah, and then now I've got these 45 boxes that I've been sleeping all over or whatever.
So I'm assuming that you're making the more than you were making when you were doing your 9 to 5.
Yeah, well, it's more profitable because in last year, the end of last year, I was doing books and then I switched to toys. The margins dropped.
Right. Yeah. Although margins definitely dropped.
They dropped, but then also the prices are higher though, so it's kind of dropped, but still it's like good stuff. But then now it's like the sales figure has dropped, but the margins have risen. And then now the sales have risen, like, because now I'm just basically all in, balls deep, just freaking books everywhere and just sending them in.
Right. Have you had dreams about books yet?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you're in the gang then, man. When you have dreams about books and like being at book sales and your scanner doesn't work or whatever it is, like
that's a nightmare, not a dream.
You know you're at book sale.
Nightmare.
Yeah. Whatever it is, you're naked at the book sale, you forgot your pants. I have that one all the time. I just go at it. I just don't even stop.
Actually, I have a question for you, for both of you guys, actually.
Yeah, hit it. Let's do it.
It's like sort of, let's say routine, but like, what is your sort of, like, for me now, my sleep pattern's all over the place kind of thing. And so I'm waking up either...
Clearly.
Okay, guys, it's almost 3 a.m.
I'm US time now. But like, what's your sort of structure? Do you have like a structure to your day, or do you like plan it the day before?
So for me, I don't know about Monica, but I keep to-do lists and I just use like a black memo pad. I tried to do a planner,
This is what I
Yeah,
use.
I just use something like that. I use a smaller version, and I write everything. Like when I'm done for the day, at the end of the day, I'll sit down on the couch or whatever, and I'll write my to-do list for the next day. And then I have to have that, like when I wake up, I need to have that list, or, you know, it saves me like an hour or two in the morning because I just look at that list and I'm ready to do those types of things or whatever. But as far as my motivation is definitely going to be coffee and just like following other sellers. And, you know, I don't want to be the guy that didn't send off a shipment today. And, yeah, mostly coffee, fall asleep at my desk a few nights a week. I'd say, I haven't gone to bed before midnight for like the last 3 months, and usually like midnight to 3 a.m. But like I'm waking up between 7 and 7:30 or so every morning, and I feel pumped. So that's my schedule. And then my wife has school right now, and then Alyssa can't drive yet. Luna has gymnastics and ballet and blah blah blah. So I have to work around all that stuff. So I'm literally like editing my vlogs on my laptop while Luna's at ballet, you know, and I only have 45-minute window right there, and I just have to make it happen.
Yeah.
How about you, Monica? What do you do as far as scheduling, motivation?
I try to have a really structured day. I think it's really important to know exactly how long things take you. So, especially when you're just starting out, you need to know time is going to take you to do 10 things and get what those 10 things net you in money, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, I know I need to sell 100 items a week. Let's just say that, right? So then I break it down. How long does it take me to source the 100 items? How long is it going to take me to photograph the 100 items and everything that comes with it? And then I set blocks of time around that. So now I already know, but in the beginning I didn't. So I really had to structure it like that. Like, okay, 9 to 12 is pictures or sourcing, and then 12 to 2 is shipping and inventory. But I think especially in the beginning, you need to know your times. You can't just like grab a bunch of clothes or books, whatever it is that you're doing, and then just like scan or list and then just let it be like a leaf in the wind. You really have to be structured with your time and know how long each thing takes you and work the numbers backwards. So if you made, let's just, for simplicity, you made $1,000 and you sold 100 things. Now work it backwards. You want to make $2,000. Well, now you're going to have to double it. And how long is that going to really take you? So I think you really have to have structure, and you need to really know your numbers and your times. That's why I think it's important to time yourself too.
Definitely.
You can't just let it go to chance. You have to be really structured and treat it like a job because it's your job.
And if you have employees, you need to measure their time like periodically.
Exactly,
you need to measure their time and then divide it across the amount of units that were completed as far as whatever task that they're doing. And then you need
what you got out of it.
You need to measure yourself doing that same task and then let them know that, like, look, this is what I can do. I don't expect you to hit that, you know, but I expect you to be near it, you know. And if you're not, you know, near it, I know something's going wrong, you know, or you know, whatever it is, you need some tips or something. If you're not near that, you know, there's a reason why, and we need to like shore it up.
Yeah. It's like review it.
Yeah, definitely. And it, like Monica was saying, review your own time, you know. Mm-hmm. Track your time. Here's a fun experiment. Track every second you spend on Amazon for 2 weeks or a month or whatever, and then divide that across your payout that you get, your actual profit, and figure out what your time is actually worth.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's funny it's mentioned that, Monica. That's because my brother, one of my brothers, he actually used to work in a bank, and when I was chatting to him when I was working in my 9 to 5, and I was thinking, oh, I should leave because I'm pretty sure I'm making more in Amazon per hour. And he did that whole like per hour. He said like, well, look, you've gone outsourcing for like, you know, 3 hours, and you've got like however amount of profit in books.
Right,
that's
exactly.
X amount per hour. What about in your work? What is the hourly rate? And it's like, well, yeah, you're making more doing that. So
right.
time. But yeah, that
Let's derail from the money and talk about the value of owning your own time.
yeah.
And so,
Yeah.
yeah, right, guys. Like if you wake up in the morning and you just feel like a sack of potatoes, you know, you don't have to work that day. You can rest and you know, work harder the next day to make it right. You know, or like I like to skateboard, so I could go skateboarding if it's a nice day if I want to. And John is into breakdancing, right, John? And recently, since you quit, you were able to go to a breakdancing show and stuff.
Yeah, I've gone to. It was funny because in the breaking community, I'm known to go to one jam a year. Like,
Right.
I've just noticed like, oh yeah, you've hit your quota. You've gone to one competition.
Yeah, you're like an OG, right? Like a veteran.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I am, but yeah, this year I've been to 2 already, and it's
OG means old guy.
old guy. Cheers, man.
Yeah. But yeah, so you went out to a few, you said, and they're busting your balls because you went to 2 in a year.
Yeah, they're like, what's going on? Like, you know, so but it's good though because I get to hang out with more of the dancers and stuff like that. And get
Nice.
to
Yeah, because that's the kind of stuff that you're into, man. I want to see some more breakdancing content on your JC Files profile.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody loves breakdancing. John can breakdance, guys. Now you get to tell him to breakdance.
Just check me out. I'm on YouTube.
Can you windmill?
Now windmill, I
Yeah.
can, but I've never done it in a competition.
Oh, Scotty G can windmill. I like to, when he gets drunk, I like try to make him breakdance.
Sick.
Nice. What you're saying? You have a YouTube video?
Oh yeah, well yeah. I'll post it. I'll post it in the comments or something.
Yeah, or in the Facebook group or something. Throw up your video.
Yeah.
But I'm so glad that I met you and that we connected or whatever, and that we've had so many nice chin wags.
Chill.
I love using UK slang. Any slang that's not America, I love using it. But it's crazy though, right? Like the internet and how we can be connected, and you got the Facebook group, the Instagram community. Like there's so many cool people, and we're all like helping each other out. It's awesome, you know. It's not like when we were growing up, we had like, you know, the kid down the street, and that was it, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's really sick just how like connected with so many people. And the weird thing is like, you know, like they say, you know, 5 people that, you know, the average 5 people a year talk to, and stuff like that. So it's like, yeah, basically I'm here mainly just in my room on my own. But then like I speak to a lot of, you know, all you guys and stuff like that.
Right.
And stuff, all like through the internet. So it's kind of like just how this is all like evolved, like technology helps.
Right. Yeah, it's crazy. I've been talking about it recently about how like online dating is accepted. Most people meet their spouse or significant other through online. Like that's accepted. But do you guys remember when it was weird? Like when people thought like you might not have an appendix, or when you come home in the morning or something like. But that's accepted now, right? But it's still kind of weird to be like, you have friends on the internet, like platonic friends or whatever, like that you don't know in real life. It's still kind of weird. Like I feel like business networking online is more accepted, but it's like Monica just happens to live near me, like a block away from me, but she still met me through social media online, which is ridiculous.
That is so crazy. I couldn't believe it.
You just saw me at the thrift store, huh?
I saw you, well, when I first started Amazon, and I didn't know anything about it, and I found you on YouTube, and I watched you source at our Goodwill, and I was like, wait, is this dude going to my Goodwill?
Oh no.
I know that Goodwill. That was crazy. I couldn't believe that, of all the places in the United States or the world, and you were down the street. That was crazy.
So crazy, the connections you can make. And now it's like, if when I go across the pond, I'm gonna go to John's house and I'm have a nice pile of books to sleep on. It's great. And it's like how we can take care of each other, you know?
Yeah, you don't have.
Definitely UK meetup though. I got to get over there, man.
Yeah. We're asking like when you're coming over.
Yeah,
meeting up in, I think summer it is.
In the summer?
Yeah, like June or July. Yeah, June. My birthday's July, so it's June, I think.
In the summer. That's an Olaf reference. Shout out to my Disney fans. Yeah, man, I want to come out there for sure. Is there any type of selling conferences that I could speak at? That way we could do like two birds with one stone. You guys use that euphemism in the UK, John?
Yeah, we know that one. Didn't we
All
make
right.
that up? No.
Oh, probably. That is super old. Super old.
Super old.
You probably say something like two birds in the bush or something, though, right?
Or was that like one in the hand is worth two in the bush or something like that?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, one in the hand, two in the bush.
Yeah. But,
awesome.
Yeah, I'll speak to Luke about it.
Definitely, and get the UK meetup going. We should do it. We should try and set it up ourselves, man. Just set up like a little conference and get some people to speak together, and then just do it.
Yeah, I'll speak to the guys back in. I'll say back in UK. I'm here.
Back in the no, you're not. You're in America, John. You're in America.
But yeah. I'll well, we're speaking anyway. Like I met with Luke last month. So
nice.
Yeah, I just found out actually just before this broadcast, one of the UK sellers literally lives like just down the road from me. Like not down the road, like a bit further down the road, but he's just like really close by. I was just like, what? It's
nice. And now you got a like-minded individual to go grab a cup of coffee with.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You drink coffee?
No.
Tea?
Tea, peppermint tea. Actually,
peppermint. Nice.
I just had some.
Got some tea right now. Awesome. Well, I think I'm gonna wrap up this this broadcast, guys. What do you guys think?
Is anyone else call in?
Let's see. Let's do one more call. Let's do one more call, guys. 209-83 REEZY. This is gonna be the last call of the night, and just want to also let you guys know that I started a podcast. So if you have podcasts, if that's something you do, you can search REEZY and the podcast will come up. It should come up in Google Play and Stitcher and all that stuff, not just iTunes. But go on there, give me a 5-star review. If you like it, I'd really appreciate it. Welcome to Money Talks Live with REEZY Resells, ThePoshHanger, and JC Files. Who's this?
Samuel.
How's it going, Samuel?
I'm doing great. I met Monica through Instagram, and I just have a few questions about Amazon.
Okay, go ahead.
So I've tried about 4 months ago. About four months ago, I tried to apply for FBA Amazon, but they put me on a hold, like for a review, and so I just stopped. I went to eBay. And I did 10,000 this last 2 months. And
wait, is this Samuel?
To do it again, and I'm still they still put me on a review, so I don't know what to do with that.
Yes, this is Samuel, Monica. He said he'd talk to you.
Oh,
before.
hi, Samuel. Now, because there was another one. Hi. He's great, REEZY. He has a great story.
Are you there, Samuel?
Yes, I'm still here.
Right. So I don't know what the whole review is for Amazon FBA. Familiar with being under review to get approved for FBA. Is that something?
Yes, I'm still.
Go ahead, Samuel.
Yes. Okay. I'm trying to do the video, the YouTube, to try to hear you guys less complicated. So I'll just go with the phone.
Yeah.
So,
yes, phone.
So what I have right now is I feel like they have my account on the hold or something for some reason. But what I'm trying to do now is I'm waiting for them to still call me back. But what I could do now is I have one of the companies that I'm working with, this LLC company we started a while ago. So I will try to open one through that name without including any of my information. I hope it goes through it. So I'm trying to do that next. If they don't call back within 2 days.
Yeah.
Can I back up real quick, REEZY?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, let me just say this.
Yeah,
so I met.
Hold on a second. Let Monica reply.
So I met Samuel on Instagram, and the reason I'm so glad he called is because you know how all of us that are newer Amazon sellers, we're so bummed we can't sell Nike, right? Isn't that like the number one thing?
Yeah.
We're like, oh, we can't sell Nike. Well, Samuel's a perfect example of somebody who just said, okay, I can't sell that on Amazon. I'm going to sell it on eBay. And he's been slinging Nikes on eBay. And Samuel, tell him how much was your last 60-day number. And he's just doing this on the side. He's a full-time student, a full-time mechanical engineer student who came from Ethiopia.
So what are your numbers like?
I've sold 160 shoes last month, and it was around $10,000.
Nice, 160
Yeah.
pairs, right?
Yes.
Good job, man. That's awesome.
I think that's amazing.
Yeah, and,
$10,000.
right now, I have 4 people that I'm training to do on the side, so I can push through on electronics and all that. I have a warehouse, so I just opened up one a while ago. So I'm training 4 people to do the listing and all that, so I can just bring more inventory and do that. And plus, I'm a full-time student in college, and I have to manage my time with everything. And I'm also teaching my mom so she can get off work.
Good
So
deal,
I'm
man.
doing a lot of So I'm doing a lot of this on the side. So I'm trying to get into the FBA. So it's a lot easier. You don't have to worry about
Definitely
talking to the customers. So I'm really trying to get into that. And, they just have me on that hold. So I'm trying to figure that out.
Yeah,
right
just
now.
keep pushing, man. Email them, call them. Don't give up. You know what I mean?
Yes, thank you so much, and thank you guys. Keep up all the good information, and I'm really you were one of the reasons I started selling on eBay. I tried to do Amazon, but they didn't let me, so I just went with eBay.
Good.
I've been
Good
watching
deal.
your video Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, man.
No problem. Anytime.
Nice to talk to you.
Yeah, keep hustling, man. Thanks for calling in.
Anytime. All right.
All right,
Bye-bye.
peace, brother. Awesome, man. Yeah. Just because you can't sell on Amazon doesn't mean that's the end of the world, guys.
Yeah, and he's getting his shoes from Ross or Marshalls, and he's flipping them on eBay.
Good deal.
For
Yeah.
10 G's.
I have a few followers that follow me that have garages full of shoes that are fulfilling shoes on eBay. And kudos to you guys because you're getting money. And a lot of people just looked at it and then they're like, well, I can't do that. So, they didn't want to put in the elbow grease. And you're putting in the elbow grease. So not only are you going to reap the rewards, but, you don't know what's going to happen. Some good stuff's going to happen. You're positioned, to be in the marketplace when the next thing comes up, or you're networking with me or Monica or John. And so, we're going to share the things we learn, and we're all going to keep each other up. Maybe in 2 years, there's some new website called Wamazon or whatever, and that's the new shit. And we're all going to be selling on there just because we are all going to share. Hey, dude, the traffic's going over here. And so, if you stay in touch with people and networking, you help people, they're going to help you back when they have an opportunity to do so. And that's always a major key. Let's see.
Yeah,
Definitely
absolutely.
love the community. Shout out to some people in the comments. Shout out to Big West, y'all. Shout out to John Gotti. Shout out to Upscale Sales. Shout out to Craig Vork. Shout out to Mogul Shark 420. Says he loves the community. We love you too. And we love the community also. Samuel's in the comments. No problem, Sam. Thanks for calling in. TJ Maxx in Cali has the best shoes right now. So many Nike SB. That's what Mo says. Romulex. Shout out to the Get Money Squad from Romulex. He gave us a shout out. Thanks, Romulex. Anyways, guys, thank you for joining us. We've had a great show. Thank you for submitting comments on Instagram. Thank you for calling in live. Thank you for hitting the chat super hard. Just thank you for hanging out with us during this broadcast. And we're going to do this broadcast every Monday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Go ahead and give me a call, 209-83-REEZY on Monday nights, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I'll try and see if I can help you out. Until the next one, guys, thank you for calling.
Peace.